Welcome to TQR, that is Tax Queries and Replies. I am Sharad Vaze, practicing chartered accountant for more than 39 years. We'll be giving answers to your queries raised. We are professionals like chartered accountants, advocates, who will be giving answers to your queries in your language. We have got professionals from various languages like Assamese, Kannada, Gujarati, Marathi, Hindi, Konkani, Malayalam, and also Urdu. Now the USP of this is you ask your query in your own language and will reply it in your language. So let's begin. The first query is who is required to file the return of income as an individual. An individual whose income is above basic exemption limit is required by law to file the return of income. The basic exemption limit as applicable to an individual is 2,50,000 rupees. Let's say for the assessment year 22-23. However, in case of an individual who has completed 60 years and yet to complete 80 years in the immediate financial year before the assessment year, the basic exemption limit is rupees 3 lakhs. If an individual has completed 80 years, then for him the basic exemption limit is rupees 5 lakhs. Individuals having income below exemption limit need not file the return of income. The return of income is to be filed before due date, and the due dates are prescribed like for an individual having business income, the due date is 30th September. For an individual having business or professional income and whose accounts are subject to audit, or an individual who is a partner and the accounts of the partnership firm are subject to audit under any law, the due date is 31st October. In all other cases, the due date is 31st July. Now, the return of income should be filed before due date. It has got twofold advantages. First is the return of income, if filed before due date, we call it original return, can be revised as many times as you want to cover any lapses in the original return, or you have failed to claim a benefit or a deduction in the original return which now has come to your notice, for which you want to revise the return of income, it is permissible. So revision is possible only if the original return is filed before due date. Likewise, the second benefit is if there is a loss, then such loss to be carried forward for set off against subsequent year's income, the original return must be filed before due date. Now, for example, for a particular assessment year, the loss is 2 lakh rupees, and in the subsequent year, there is a positive income of rupees 4 lakhs. Then this 2 lakh loss of earlier year can be adjusted, can be set off against the subsequent year's income of 4 lakh rupees, resulting into his income of rupees 2 lakh for subsequent year. Thereby, he is not required to pay any tax. So, revision of income and set off of losses, these two benefits will be lost if the income is filed after due date, which we have just seen. So friends, I appeal you to raise your queries on income tax, GST, we would like to reply them. In this answer itself, you will find an email ID. You can raise the query in your language and you will get the answer in your language. However, as a matter of caution, it is advisable that consult your tax professional before you come to a conclusion, because all the facts or complete facts may not be included in the query so raised by you, or there is a change in law in between. So dear friends, if you like the concept, like it, subscribe it, and forward it to as many of your friends, relatives, so that they will have questions answered by a team of professionals, and most importantly in your own language. Thank you very much.